What's up, everybody? Thanks for coming back to my channel. It's your boy Jules, back with another car video. And today I wanted to talk about not hating the player and not hating the game. Learn the game so you can win. Seems like there's a lot of guys out here that have a lot of envy or a lot of hate for guys who have put in a lot of work and women. And you have to understand something. This is just the game of dating. And you can actually equate this to a lot of things in life: success, women, businesses. You have to understand something, that don't hate the player, don't hate the game. Learn the game so you can win. It holds so true in life. And a lot of men would just rather play video games and give up on their lives or their future than put in effort now, because they're so frustrated with things. But you got to see things for what they are and understand that if you put in the work and you try to live different experiences in your life, you're going to learn and you're going to grow. When you're young, it's so much tougher than when you're older. 20 to 30 is such a game changer, and even 30 to 35 is such a complete game changer. You're going to start to understand life a lot more just in those 15 years. But the power dynamics in relationships, there's always someone with more, either the man or the woman, and you can see it usually when the other has more, whether it be the man or be the woman. But you got to understand that you have to put in a lot more effort if you are not that guy that she sees overall better than she is. That's why I've been saying a lot lately on my videos, you have to really bring it and be the best version of yourself. And I'm not even saying to do that for women. I'm just saying do that for you, to keep your sanity, to push yourself to be better, to see what you can actually accomplish. That's why I actually made this channel, was because I wanted to see what I could push more besides my body. Pushing the mind and try to push a business. I wanted to try to do that. That's part of the game also. If you come in with more accolades, it's just going to make things better in the long run. And I know a lot of guys will come up with the excuse, oh, Tom Brady couldn't even keep his wife. What makes you think I can keep mine or keep a woman? And I understand that. But at the same time, everybody lives different experiences. In order to play the game, you have to be willing to take an L. And I know it sucks. Now, I'm not saying run out and get married to the first thing that likes you or loves you. I'm not saying that. But if you want to get experience with women, especially attractive women, you got to be willing to take an L. I've taken mine, and I know a lot of guys who I see as some of my mentors who have been really good with women and good in life and businesses, and they're really smart dudes. They've taken a lot of L's too, a lot. No one gets out and doesn't take an L. Everybody takes losses. But the wins and losses of life, they all come. But if you're not willing to take the losses, then yeah, I would just say don't play the game at all, because you are going to take losses. You will get wins, you are going to take losses. But you have to be willing to accept the wins with those losses. And if you can't do that, then yeah, just you can't play the game. I mean, obviously, it's like sports. You're not going to win every game, and most teams don't. Most people don't win every fight. You're going to take a loss. But if you keep trying and keep working on yourself, you're going to get those wins as well. And when I say to be the best version of yourself, also, I'm not just saying go out and take, roids or something else, some other bullshit to try to get you ahead. No. Genuinely become a better man. And you're not going to attract every woman. Like, that's not what I'm saying either. Like, it's women have preferences too, they have types. You have to understand that. Like, some women like my mustache, other women don't like my mustache. I and the ones that don't like my mustache, I'm not going to try to convince them. They don't like it, they don't like it. Okay, there's other women out there. But you have to understand that that is part of the game that we play with women in this dating world. I think a lot of people are too wrapped up on, different things that they can't control. I mean, you have to be willing to walk away too and say enough is enough. Things are just getting out of hand, especially with women. That's part of the game also. Knowing when to walk and say I've had enough of this before things get too out of hand. If they're disrespecting you or doing a lot of shit that you don't like, a lot of that is a test. But like I said, it takes a lot of practice and a lot of time to see those things for what they are. But the older you get, you will start seeing them if you have experience. You won't be as naive to what's really going on out here because, especially now, things have changed. But the true nature of women is coming to light. And a lot of guys don't like what they see, but this is the new way of the world. So, yeah, you're going to either have to accept it or you're just going to not play. There's no in between. Because definitely the power dynamics have shifted. I actually talked to a chick a couple years ago, and she told me now that us as women have everything we want, our own money, our own jobs, we can do what we want, and we don't necessarily need a man. We just want hot guys. Those words came out of her mouth to me. So I thought about it. Well, if women just want attractive men now, then I just have to be as attractive as I can be if I want to get a woman and then go from there. But if you do it for yourself, then those benefits are going to come anyways. And you're going to have to do less chasing and less trying, and the relationship should flow better from that. Otherwise, yeah, you're going to be fighting for table scraps, and good luck. Good luck, but I just think a lot more men have to see things for what they are and decide for themselves, because there can't really be an in between. You can't play this game and not understand that this is how things are now. Because if you do, you're just going to be pissed off all the time, and if you do try to talk to women, they're going to be able to feel that on that energy exchange, because vibes are a big thing. Women can feel that. Actually, most people can feel that when they're off, when the vibes are off. So you just have to understand this is the way things are now. Accept them or not accept them and just don't play the game. Because that's all life is, too. It's just a game. Learning and understanding things so you can win. But that goes into a deeper topic with how successful you are in materialism and all those other things. I won't talk about that today, but usually when you become attractive enough for one good looking woman, a lot of other women see that as well. And that social proof brings other women around. But this is just little things that you have to learn by trial and error and seeing them for yourselves. Anyways, thanks for listening to me rant today. If you got something to say, leave a comment, like, subscribe. I'll be back with more videos.